Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Moms for Liberty is an American political organization that advocates against school curriculums that mention LGBTQ rights, race and ethnicity, critical race theory, and discrimination, while multiple chapters have also campaigned to ban from school library books that address gender and sexuality. Originating in Melbourne, Florida. Dude, Florida, what is up with that, man? Come on. You can do better than that. I don't. I mean, I've heard about the Moms of Liberty. I haven't looked at them too much, but I got the flavor of it. And the latest outrage from them is a quote that they had on like a newsletter that quoted Hitler. The newsletter included the quote, "He alone who owns, all caps, the youth, and all caps, gains the future. Who owns the youth gains the future." Basically, if you brainwash the kids, then you can guide them and have them do what it is that you want. This is purportedly from a 1935 rally speech by Hitler at a Nazi rally. The other thing I wanted to throw out there is that this quote, according to this article I've got on AP News, the quote has frequently been used by conservative Christian groups as a warning of what they experience as liberal or left-wing attempts to indoctrinate children. Okay, so I just want to kind of go over this for a second. Nobody in 2023 should need to tell you that if you're quoting Hitler as something that you want to do, that's a really bad idea. You know? They put up an apology saying, "Oh, Hitler was atrocious." And yeah, we know that. And so should you. Maybe instead of banning books, you should open them up and read them. Sorry. A little snarky there, eh? Because somebody didn't get their nap this afternoon. Oh, God. But, I mean, honestly. And then, again, it's the intolerance. And again, if you're quoting Nazi propaganda in your newsletter, and your Christian groups are quoting Nazi propaganda, maybe you need to find different Christian groups. Just saying. Moms of Liberty. So, Moms of Liberty. Oh, and I had this is all, of course, spurred on by a question on my board by MJK8660. Moms of Liberty newsletter that quoted Hitler about the government control of kids and redacted it. Will this Christo-fascism grow through SCOTUS, or will we see the end of it in the next 3 years? Okay, so let's look at the current situation with the Moms of Liberty. MJK. See, when I think of MJ, I think of Spider-Man's girlfriend, but that's me growing up reading comic books. Originally it was Gwen Stacy for all you real comic book nerds out there. But okay, MJK. Spirit, what can you share with us about the Moms of Liberty? What's going on with this organization? I think I'm like the Karens of Liberty card wants to pop out. Okay, this card wants to pop out. We're going to put it on top of the deck, and we'll go with it. All right, card, you were eager to come out. Oh, okay, we're upside down here, but that's okay. All right, so this is about fighting, raising, just causing commotion, causing chaos, fighting for the sake of fighting. I wouldn't even call it fighting the good fight. This is just rolling around in the mud trying to drag down people with you. You know what they say? Never wrestle a pig. He'll just drag you down in the mud and he'll beat you with experience. Actually, I'm paraphrasing that. But anyways, the pig will like rolling around in the mud. Versus the King of Wands. Okay, so I think the DOJ has actually kind of got an eye out on this group. They're out here causing mayhem and chaos, and somebody's watching, and I think that's the Merrick Garlands of the world. And say what you will about Merrick Garland, but I think in this case, the Department of Justice, they're looking at extremist groups, and these Mothers of Liberty or Moms of Liberty are falling in under extremist groups. They keep tossing out red flags, which means you're going to get noticed by people that can do stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be the DOJ, but it sure seems like it could be the DOJ. Okay, so in the past we have the Emperor. I think this is actually, I'm going to guess this is DeSantis encouraging, I'm bringing up here, this is going to be like DeSantis encouraging that bad behavior. He's trying to rule like a tyrant in Florida and just trample norms. And the moms of liberty, it started back in 2021. It just seems like an offshoot of that brand of politics that's currently happening in Florida. Mix that in with the breaking of mental capacities, people going crazy during COVID, and you've got yourself a recipe for people that want to exercise their freedoms, spelled DUMB. Current situation with the Mothers of Liberty. I think they're understanding that maybe they've overstepped things a little bit and need to back down. Maybe they've been very successful in recruiting members and infiltrating school boards and stuff like that. So it looks like they're trying to consolidate their gains. But with all the mayhem and the attention that they're getting, they might be trying to retract a little bit, trying to make themselves small so that this person stops looking at them. The overall energy, though, is that they think they're doing great work. Here's the moms celebrating. Hooray, we've done it. Oh, this is also probably the retracting of rights and acceptance of others. That would go along well with this card, right? Because they want to pull back LGBTQ rights. They want to pull back books that talk about sexuality. They want to contract, and constrict, and bring it back in. And they think they're doing God's work by doing this. Hooray, we're having success. The lesson to learn, though, is that while they think they're helping the marginalized, they're actually they're oppressing people. Maybe they want to oppress people. I don't imagine that was their original charter. The original charter, I think, was they wanted to spread the word about all the good stuff that they're doing, about their charity and such. But they're really just misers. They're misers on other people's rights. They might be getting some financial support too. I firmly expect that they're getting financial support to carry on their work. That's probably more what this is saying. But they're not doing God's work. They're evaluating their work, but they're not doing God's work. They're doing somebody else's work. Ultimately, what we got here as the outcome is the Devil card. So ultimately with them, they are not doing enlightened work. They're doing work that is really destructive and is holding back people in Florida of all groups, but especially the marginalized groups. All right. That's their current situation. That's 6 of coins. I'm going to say that they're getting some financial backing. I think we can look at the social messaging of it and such. But I really think what that's telling me is that their messaging is getting backing, whether they're fundraising off of it or you've got some dark money backing them. They're getting money for this, which makes sense, right? Because anytime you get to that extremist position, people want to throw money at you. Okay. But that Devil card at the end, just not that we hadn't already figured out that they were toxic, but I bet you they don't realize that they're being toxic. I know you're asking yourself, how can they not realize? Because they're just blinded by their ignorance, by their hatred. They don't see it. They think they're bathing in the blood of Christ or something like that, and they're just being a bunch of people that don't know right from wrong, good from bad. They don't know what to value. They value the wrong things. Okay. What's going to happen with the Mothers of Liberty? What's the long-term prognosis for this group. After the 2024 elections, assuming that we get the blue wave that we're expecting here, what happens to them? Oh, for entertainment purposes only. Come on, Florida. Okay, we got government. This is the elections. And secrets. Well, 2 major arcana. Government can be revealing their secrets. Are there investigations into them? Possibly. Maybe. Do the things in the past happen quick? Oh, God, same thing. Trying to hold on to that money. Trying to contract. But now we got the Ace of Swords overhand. In the exposure. Okay. You can't make this stuff up, really. I mean, honest to God, the current situation in the Devil card. Okay. You know what? I'm going to bring you back down here. This isn't the future. This is the present. All right. I'm going to take this as a sign from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Nice. One really should show thanks to Spirit when Spirit... Wait, that's not working. One should really show thanks to Spirit when Spirit's really trying to put the training wheels on for you. Since these 2 cards are in the same spot, I'm going to read this as the exact same reading as before. But we got it from the point of view of the Moms of Liberty. Now we're talking from the government. The government is aware of these people, and the government's looking at the secrets. Maybe of the funding, maybe of the other things going on, but they got the government's attention, and the government is looking. I think the Moms of Liberty grew fairly quickly. It could also be that they got information from overseas that is impacting this moon card. So this is probably nothing that we know about now. Maybe it'll be revealed in the future, but kind of take it as something's happening now that we don't know about, but it's involving the government. Again, we're in that current situation where they're trying to take away the rights of others. They're trying to restrict rights. But in this case, we've got the Sword of Truth over instead of the 3 of Cups. So the Sword of Truth is over there. Truth is starting to come out. And as the truth comes out, these secrets will be revealed. And the lesson to be learned is that the Hermit, these secrets will be revealed and they are coming out. There's going to be a light shown on this. And this is where that money card was before. So I think there's going to be a light shown on the money for the Moms of Liberty. And again, the outcome is the Devil because we are aligned with that previous reading. Underneath it, though, is the Lover's card. Whereas before, they had the 7 of Pentacles, which is the evaluation. Have we done enough? Do we have enough? This is looking at the relationships that the Moms of Liberty have and who's connecting. And they're looking at who's connected by those relationships. So in the first one, the Moms of Liberty were getting money. And they're probably also trying to determine if they've done enough to restrict the rights that they're doing. Are they winning? In this reading, the government's looking at their relationships. Who are they getting money from? Who are they working with to reveal the truth between those 2 cards? That is cool! That was cool. I was not expecting that at all. Okay. I'm going to ask my question again. What's the long-term future, say, after the 2024 elections? But I think Spirit wanted to get this over to me here. Okay. So let's shuffle the cards, shall we? Now, again, for those keeping score at home, when I put the cards back into the deck, I put them in I start putting them at the bottom of the deck, and I'll put them in 6 or 7 cards from the bottom, and the next one 6 or 7 cards above that. So I try to space them out evenly throughout the deck. So they're not just, I don't take all 6 cards, tap them together, then put them on the deck and shuffle, and then they don't shuffle, and then they show up the same part again. I actually try to separate them. So when I get those 2 cards showing up again and in the same exact positions, I'm more willing to believe that that's because Spirit wanted it there, as opposed to random chance, my bad shuffling, and Spirit not being able to get it the heck out of the way. Remember, the Illusion Delusions card did come up during this. So they're not understanding the valuable stuff from the chaff, and they're not showing much integrity. This is not a great organization. Okay, so what's the future of the Mothers of Liberty? What happens with them after the 2024 election? All right, what do we get? Mothers of Liberty after the 2024 election. Manifestation, illusion. I was going to do a 4-carder for this one, so let's do that. There's that money card again. Still trying to get money. Justice is here now. And the Page of Swords. King of Pentacles. Okay, so what's happening? They are trying to maintain relevancy and maintain the gains that they've made. But the problem is Justice card is center underneath them. And since they've been associating themselves with the devil, this is not a Justice card that's saying that, they have a just cause. It's quite the opposite. They are out of alignment, and Justice is here to bring them back to balance. And speaking, the balance is here again. I think they're trying to get more money to support their cause. They've got benefactors, or they're losing benefactors that are underneath them. But I think they've got benefactors underneath them that are powering them with financial backing. And they're continuing to look for that financial backing. But the thing is, they're rookies. They're not good at what they do. They're not good at manifesting. The only reason why they're having success is because this guy's underneath here dumping a bunch of money. If this guy were to go away, their cash flow goes to a cash trickle. And I think the Justice card is probably going to start identifying who this is, and will start undoing the work that they're doing. So I don't expect the Mothers of Liberty, the Moms of Liberty, are going away anytime soon. They're not going away after the 2024 election. But I think that that the government is going to be looking into them, and there's going to be more scrutiny, and that's probably going to start drying up their ability to fundraise. And without the money, they won't have the power and the influence to maintain their agenda. But I don't think they've hit their peak. Expect them to be around for a while. Wish I could say differently, but the cards don't seem to indicate that. Okay, so that's my reading on the Moms of Liberty. Thank you again to MJK for asking the question. Thank you everybody for supporting my channel, for throwing comments on my community page, for giving me comments and thumbs ups on stuff. I really do appreciate it. Channel's doing really well, and it inspires me to keep cranking out videos for you all. Hope you have a great one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.